When it comes to concealed carry, you have a lot of options, and one of the most secure ways to carry your firearm is at the waist. So I'm going to talk to you about different options for on-the-waist carry. Let's start with outside the waistband. This is a classic outside the waistband holster, and notice it sits outside my belt, outside of my waist, and there are a lot of benefits to it. But the drawback is it adds a little bit of bulk to the side of your body, and that can make it a little bit more difficult to conceal. The next holster that we're going to talk about is an inside the waistband holster. Unlike the outside the waistband holster, it actually sits inside your pants, and that is a little bit easier to conceal. The downside with an inside the waistband holster is the fact that you may have to buy a size higher pants or your skirt in order to conceal it properly, and that isn't always something that we want to do. Finally, the last type of waistband concealed carry that I'll talk about is the appendix inside the waistband. And this is where it's positioned anywhere between your hip bones. As a mom, this is my personal preference because I can place a child on a hip, and I have a little bit more control in this area when I'm carrying concealed. No matter what you decide, whether it's outside the waistband or inside the waistband, location is a critical component. If you have the gun on your hip or behind your hip, you're going to have to make a drastic movement with whatever your concealment garment is, and that is something that you'll have to practice and make note of. If you're carrying in the appendix position, it's a little bit easier to conceal that movement. It's not as drastic. These are all things that you want to consider when choosing the best holster option for you.